the garage doors are open right now. It's beautiful. I love this weather, and I'm ready for it. You know.
Hell yeah, dude.
The weather has been great lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys. And I just wanted to say that you guys are doing an awesome job, and I'm excited that you guys are doing this because we need other people to do things. And I don't want it to seem like I'm doing all the things all the time, or I'm the only one that can do them, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to fill in the blanks of things that need to be done. You know,
Right.
we got Savage Natalie now doing the knife throwing news. And I think that's fantastic. And I saw that pop up, and I'm like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "It's got to be Natalie." and it was, and that's great, man. I did a few knife throwing newses way back in the day, and I was doing the same thing she was doing. You know, just giving like tournament dates, outcomes, talking about our recent throw that we went to, you know, stuff like that. So I think it's awesome, and I think it would be great if we saw a few more people step up into these positions that we need.
Right. Hell yeah. On that, man,
Appreciate
like
that.
we haven't even really introduced you here yet, guys. This is Danger.
Yeah.
Danger is the one most people see first when they start throwing, when they get interested in this online. Danger has been doing it.
They see me first.
El Capitan of the full Tang Clan.
Right. El Capitan. And he's been doing it for so long, and he's such a, I call Miss Amy the backbone of the community. Danger is the heart and the conscience of the community, the same way the Undertaker would be the conscience of the WWE locker room. This man is the equivalent to what the Undertaker is to professional wrestling, man.
Oh, wow. That's quite the honor.
Hey, man, and that's coming from somebody with a Undertaker tattoo. So.
Oh, do you really? I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's my favorite wrestler, man. Been my favorite wrestler since I was 2 years old. But on that, where else was I fucking going? This will happen a lot. Where else was I going with that?
Whose train is that?
That's my train.
It could be mine. It could be Max. We both live 20 yards from a train.
Yeah.
So when I hear it, I'm usually like, is that me or him?
Yeah.
But
I don't hear trains anymore out here. It's nice.
Yeah. And on your Dangercast, dude, you get us on live, man. Let's get on there. Let's talk. Let's chat.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you're coming on and helping us. We want to come on and help you, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I was actually going to do one this Saturday. We're going to, you know, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but December I went to Douglas Kelly's house, and I was going to do that every month. And I went to Georgia, and I didn't really know what to expect in Georgia. And I was thinking maybe I can do a podcast with those guys down there, and it didn't really work out. So I'm behind one. But because I was going to do one once a month, go to someone's travel, check out their range, throw with them, and then do a podcast. So Saturday we are going to Jamie's house, and Lauren is going to be there. So we're going to be doing like a, you know, because I can do a podcast with Jamie at any time because we see her so often. But we're going to go there to Jamie's house and see her range, throw there, and then sit down with Lauren and possibly Jamie at the same time. Maybe I could talk to both of them, whatever. And then I'm trying to continue doing this once a month. I really want to travel once a month somewhere in the United States, locally, you know, tri-state area. Maybe you guys aren't too far. And then maybe if this takes off, I can start traveling further to, you know, like to California or Texas or Florida or wherever. And then, you know, if the channel takes off even more, maybe I can fly somewhere. That would be the ultimate goal, dude, because and all I'm doing is I'm following the basic formula that BMX has already laid out. There used to be a video magazine called Props, BMX magazine, or Props Visuals, and it was a monthly video magazine, and they would do spot checks. They would go to different cities and check out the local scene there, and they would film all the riders, and then they would do short little interviews with them. So the blueprint's already there. I know it works, and I think that the interest is there, and I just gotta follow through, man. I'm trying.
Dude, that's gonna be rad.
I'm really excited about it, and I'm trying to build the channel more this year, and I think that's a huge part of it. And I'm really excited about that, and I would love to come down to your area, because how many? Remind me again. I'm not too familiar. I know kind of where you guys are at, but you have how many throwers in a kind of a consolidated area, right?
So I'm about 4 hours south of Mac.
Oh,
15 minutes
okay.
from the Oklahoma line down here in Southwest Arkansas.
Okay.
And you talked about BMX, dude. They're about to open the biggest mountain bike trail stuff. Like that's why we're so excited about our business and stuff. Like it's about to
Oh,
blow up
dude,
here.
sick.
Yeah, man. So if you're interested in that, dude, man, and we'll have an area for you to do all that stuff too. You come down and see me. If you come see
Okay.
me before you see Mackenzie, that'll really hurt his feelings
Yeah.
too. I'd love that.
Dude, and
You got
sorry,
to come
it's
see
been
the new
blowing my.
dojo I'm putting together, man. I've
Oh,
got a
dude,
whole
I'm
new
excited
place.
about that. But I just got to say, it's been blowing my mind. I forgot that your name is Mackenzie. and this dude's been throwing it out there. I'm like, who the fuck is Mackenzie? And then he had to remind me, and I was like, oh yeah, Mac. That's what that stands for. I forgot. I've never heard anybody call you that, dude. He's been calling you by his government name, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this SOB.
Yeah, it's really nice to see and talk to you guys. I miss you guys a lot, man. And
Dude, same.
I've been
It's
meaning to
been a
catch up.
minute since I've
And
talked to you.
yeah. So what's on the schedule this year for you guys? What are you guys planning on hitting up and stuff?
Oh, dude, you're hitting us with the podcast host questions.
Well, I
Man,
want to know.
I'm really
Yeah, I
hoping
know,
I'm
you're
going to
good,
be
dude,
able to
you're
hit the good, bad, and the ugly down in Texas, and then I'm probably going to lay low until probably Game of Thrones, and then all that whole fucking shebang that's going to be right
Yeah.
there in a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot. So
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah. Really
Yeah,
looking
and-
forward to the World Championship, but I'm not
Dude,
looking
me
forward
too.
to those bam, bam, bam right in a row. That's tough.
yeah, it's
Right.
going to be a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably going to Blanco as well. Especially if Matt goes to Blanco, I'll go to Blanco. If he doesn't, I'll have to find somebody else to ride with.
Yeah.
But it all depends on whether or not he really cares enough about this to go compete.
All right, dude.
But yeah, obviously Game of Thrones, because that's kind of the closest one to me is Game of Thrones. It's about 4 hours away. So I'm
That's easy.
I'm exactly 4 hours from Mackenzie and 4 hours from Game of Thrones.
Nice.
So I usually just ride up with Mackenzie and then ride over to Game of Thrones with him. And then if he's going to Dangerfest, I'll go to Dangerfest. Just because the fast draw, you know. Yeah, just, obviously of our little team here that we got going between me and Mac, I think we both know who the faster one is, Danger. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. Don't hurt his feelings.
Hey, man, the video speaks for itself.
Oh shit. But yeah, man, that's kind of. I would love to hit boobs this year. I wanted to hit it last year, but after Game of Thrones, Mackenzie was like, "Hey, dude, you want to go to? We got to go to Dangerfest." And I was like, "Shit, he's right. We do." So I went to Dangerfest, and
I'm glad you came.
Thank you, dude. I'm glad I came.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It's always a great time. I've only been to two. I've never been to any of these throws and had a bad time.
Yeah, of course.
So it's always a good time going to these, man.
Dude, I'm freaking excited for this Dangerfest this year. I've been talking to Aaron, and Humphrey's got some stuff he's working on.
Yeah, man.
This is going to be awesome.
And that's why Dangerfest has been so successful, is because we have all these passionate people working toward a common goal.
Yeah.
You know, like just like you said, we got Aaron with the new the new app we're going to be using, and we almost used it last year, dude. And then, you know, coincidentally, the guys from France just came out with one too. It's a throw zone one. And they hit me up to use it. And I'm like, hey, man, I appreciate that. It looks awesome. But I've already kind of locked in with Aaron over here. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. And the flat screens that he had. And everything's just getting more streamlined and technologically advanced, you know. And yeah, we're just taking things to the next level. And
For sure,
I'm excited too. We have the whole 100-foot wall we built last year. That's already up. So that takes away a lot of work that I have to do. And that allows us to focus on the instinctive course. And last year, obviously, it was the biggest and the best one we've ever had. And now we are able to focus on even cooler stuff, dude. I've got some cool stuff in works, ropes, pulleys, smoke, mirrors, you know.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be cool, dude.
Awesome. Dude, I've the last two I've made, last two Dangerfests, I haven't even got to try the instinctive course yet.
Dude, so many people said that to me.
I'm always doing something else, man. I'm always so busy, whether I'm talking to people or
it's
throwing.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man. and we got to drag Paul off of the instinctive course so other people can practice.
Yeah.
Dude, he really wanted to defend his title, and he did, man. He killed it.
Hell yeah.
But this year, so the year before, we didn't allow anybody to practice, so it was brand new to everybody. And then this year, I allowed everybody to practice, but we didn't have set distances. I changed all the distances before the tournament. And this year, we're going to allow people to practice, but not on everything. I think the moving targets, because we have several moving targets, whether it be down a hill, a pulley, a rope, or we have the motorized spinning carousel one now, and then we're going to have some other ones. I think we're going to lock those out and not allow people to practice on those. Just the stationary targets, I think we're going to let people practice on. And also, that allows people to throw more. One of the things that I disliked about going to some of the throws that I've gone to over the years is you're just sitting there.
Yep.
And you're waiting. And that's the cool thing about Dangerfest is we have all that property. I'll put targets everywhere, dude. I had some targets back there in the camping area. I just want people to. Hell, we had one on the pond a couple years ago.
Up on the hill.
I remember that.
And I just want people to be able to throw and have fun and or play a game or whatever. We had Jeff White's new Dungeons and Dragons game that was really popular, and that was fun too. So yeah, I just want people to not. They can't come and say, well, I couldn't throw much. That's just not a thing, because we had people throwing until sun come up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I was one of those guys many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to pick and choose. Do I want to throw good the next day, or do I want to stay up and have fun with my friends, or both?
Yeah.
The happy medium in there somewhere,
Yeah, I like to do both.
Old Bill with his pocket whiskey is a pretty bad influence.
What's that, Mac?
Old Bill with his pocket whiskey is a pretty bad influence.
Well, pocket whiskey, that's no longer a thing.
Really?
He quit. Yeah, dude, he quit drinking.
You got to make room for pocket sand.
Hell yeah.
And I'm happy for him. I really am. But, I don't know. I've had friends quit drinking, and that's great. Whatever's best for you. I think it's everybody do whatever you want. But when you quit drinking, then all of a sudden we can't be friends anymore. That bothers me.
Yeah.
And maybe he's just going through a transitional period. And I love Bill, dude. I love Bill, drinking or not. He was one of my best friends.
Him at Dangerfest.
What's that?
I miss seeing him at Dangerfest.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully he starts making knives again and he gets jazzed up, because people go. There's ebbs and flows. Mac, Christian, you guys have both been through it.
Yep.
Sometimes you're super stoked on it, and then something happens in life and you're just not as stoked on it anymore. All that matters to me is that you come back to it. Yep. You know what I mean? And I've been doing this for 14 years now, and I've seen so many people come and go, so many people, and it sucks when they go and they never come back.
Right.
And I'm just glad to have people back, because you get used to the certain faces at these throws, because we live so far away from each other. We only get to see each other maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and it's at these throws. And then when those same people aren't there anymore, it really is a big chunk out of the whole experience. And I just want as many people there as possible,
And man, that's why I was so excited about this podcast. It has rejuvenated I don't want to say my love for this, but it's reignited that flame of practicing and throwing every single day now, especially with the beef me and Mackenzie have going, where he's like, you're not faster. Dude, but again, I think we all know who is.
Love it, dude.
So he still thinks he's faster than me. It's hilarious.
Hey, buddy, I've got a couple of pictures. I got a couple of pictures of the screen from last year. But you're not going to fucking like that you said that when you see this podcast.
That's your only defense.
I love it, man. Those rivalries. I love it, man. Getting all jazzed up, razzing each other for fast draw. That's the best part, man.
Because it creates interest for it. And I mean, fast draw is already entertaining to watch. But if you watch two people that are talking shit to each other, dude, that makes it so much more entertaining.
And let's just be honest with ourselves here. Everybody's really fired up right now for one reason: the World Championship and the opportunity to be invited next year or this year or whatever. That is really put a fire under people's asses, and I'm all for it, because things kind of dwindled down over the years. I noticed that the passion wasn't there, and
it seemed to have kind of grown stagnant in a way.
it did, and that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked to see people, back online commenting, practicing, posting videos, just getting excited about it, and
Yeah.
that's great, man.
That's why we
There's a
wanted to
lot more people doing trick shots now.
That's why we wanted to do the trick shot of the week and the thrower of the month to kind of
That's
get
awesome.
people
That's a great
a
idea.
reason to give people a reason. And the thrower of the month, I mean, they're getting a prize. They're getting a thrower for that. So it's not like it's for nothing. Yeah.
Yep.
Our sponsors.
Dude, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Our sponsors are going to donate throwers for thrower of the month.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of sponsors, we better hit our first one because I knew I knew this one was going to go long.
I'm going to use the bathroom real quick while you guys are doing that. I'll be right back.
You're good, man. So our first sponsor, obviously the legendary Joe Dara, fantastic maker, fantastic thrower, fantastic person.
Fantastic.
Made this mini.
Miss you, Joe.
I miss you, Joe. Absolutely. Mini Bowie here. He also made my EK. I swear by that EK. That's my fast draw knife. I haven't even thought about changing it since I got it. I've said it before. He just fantastic dude, and for him to come to us and want to be our sponsor and us not go and ask him, you have no idea how.
That's a huge honor. How
honored, yeah, we are about that, man. We are so excited about that because Joe is such a good person, man, such a good person, and we are very grateful that he has decided to sponsor us because we I don't know that we deserve it. I know Mackenzie doesn't. I don't know that we deserve a sponsorship from Joe Dara, but we got it. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Our sponsor, first sponsor, Joe Dara. Thank you very much. And Danger, Joe, so you can kind of speak on his knives.
The best. And everybody that throws, if you're serious about throwing, you need to have a Joe Dara knife. For a long time, they were really, really hard to get, especially when Joe was still driving truck. So it was pretty sporadic. And, the only real way to guarantee that you would get a knife is to go to Broken Feather every year. And so now that he's doing it more often, I think it's great. And I think you just have to contact him on Facebook. I think that's the only way that you can contact him and get one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right. Facebook or Instagram. He does have an Instagram account.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Oh. Yeah. He's way more active on Facebook, but he's got.
Yeah, I don't even think I've ever seen him interact on Instagram. He's old.
Dude, I've messaged him back and forth on there quite a few different times.
Wow, I had no idea. Good for you, Joe. Using the internet.
He knows how to use more than one app, dudes.
I'm telling you.
So hey, man, on that. Oh, go ahead, Danger.
For a long time, those old school guys, dude, the only way that they would communicate before social media as we know it now was the old forums. There was like Blade forums. And it's really interesting. You can actually go back and all those conversations are still there from years and years and years ago. There's quite a bit of information out there. It's interesting to go back and read old conversations. And while I'm thinking about that, dude, so you guys know who Ralph Thorne is, right?
Yes.
Ralph Thorne, the combat knife thrower guy, the guru who started the whole no spin craze in the United States.
Yep.
Okay. So he just posted 10 days ago 4 more videos on his YouTube page, and it's at Ralph Thorne, RALPHTHORN, and he hasn't posted any video in 10 years. So you've got to go watch these videos, dude. You have to. I watched all of them last night. One of them was meant to be a DVD. So back in the day, I can't remember when it was released. It was on VHS, I think. It was from Paladin Press, was the distributor or whatever, and it was called Combat Knife Throwing. And so then he did one 10 years later called Street Knife Throwing. He called it Street Knife Throwing. He has more of a combative way of thinking, a martial arts way of thinking of knife throwing, and that's always been kind of my core. That's why I got into knife throwing, is the martial arts side of it.
Same.
And dude, I just sat there and just consumed all of it, man. It was awesome. It's so good because he's probably the most experienced knife thrower as far as he's all self-taught, and he would also travel around and do seminars and whatnot. So I thought it was really interesting just listening to him, how he explained things, biomechanics, situational things. And he just has a wealth of information. And I just thought it was awesome that, I've been throwing and teaching knife throwing all this time too. And to hear him say the exact same things that I say to students, for such as, everybody has different body mechanics, different body styles and whatnot, and people also learn differently. And to hear him say that kind of gives me validation in what I'm saying.
Right. On that, I always tell people your throw is almost like your fingerprint. No two throws are going to be the same.
Oh,
and
100%.
no person is right or wrong. You take what you learn from people and
Yeah,
incorporate it
dude.
into your throw to make your throw better. The only exception to that rule is Caleb. Max Caleb. Caleb is an exact copy of Mackenzie. Like
Oh, really?
Like a robot.
That's cool.
Like a robot,
cool.
dude. The only time I've ever seen two people throw the exact same are Caleb and Matt, dude. It's so crazy. You can the first time I saw him throw, I was like, you can tell exactly who taught that kid how to throw, man.
What about Aiden? Well, I mean, obviously, but
Aiden, but I think that once me and Aiden hung out at Game of Thrones, he was like, my dad's cool, but I'm going to take a little bit from my Uncle Bender, and I'm going to kind of incorporate something from Uncle Bender into my throws.
You know what? My brother, Danger Light, he throws a lot like me too.
Yep.
Not exact, but pretty similar.
Close.
It's pretty cool to see.
There's always certain things that you can kind of pick out and be like, well, they do everything just like me except for this. Caleb's the only exception that I've ever seen that, man. And it's the coolest thing to watch, dude. I love Caleb. I think we all love Caleb.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Good kid, a great thrower, and he's going to be better than us. And he's probably already better than me and Mac. But
we got to get him on here and give him some shit sometimes.
Absolutely. I would love that.
The kids are the future, man. We need to get more kids involved.
Oh, yeah.
We really do, man, because it's just...
Dude, it's going to be it's going to be like martial arts where BJ Penn was the best lightweight in the world until the sport started to evolve around him with all these younger people. It's going to be the same thing, dude, because their brains are still developing, and it's a lot easier for them to soak up more information than it is for us because they're still learning and their brains are still, again, growing and developing into this. That's why when we did our marathon league, when Matt came down, Caden, okay, we did a little quick draw thing for the Prince Steel Pirate Bowie here, and Caden was throwing consistently under a second.
Yep.
Wow. That's
it's the first time he's ever done it.
Yeah, that's incredible, man.
Like 0.9 flat, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he came in the next day to keep doing it because he lives about an hour 30 from here in Hot Springs. He goes to college there and then comes back during the not college months. He's back down here. And I told him, like, dude, anytime you want to come up here and practice, you come up here and practice because if you keep doing this, man, you're going to be faster than everybody. Because the next day he came in and he was in like the high sevens. Yes.
Yeah. Now, that's hand on, right? Or palm touching,
hand on, palm open. Yes. Yes. In the high sevens. So it was crazy to see because I had never seen someone pick it up that fast. Of course, I haven't been teaching anyone quick draw pretty much up until that day. A little bit when people would come in, they'd kind of touch it. But dude, the kid's an animal.
That's great.
Fantastic thrower, just a natural athlete. We do our
very consistent
for the belt here at Little Italy 1. Caden's the reason that Little Italy won because Caden was throwing for sevens for fun because he was hitting the bullseye so much and getting so far ahead of people. He would throw it to 7 and hit it. And I'm like, dude, there's not much I can teach this kid from 12 feet at these venue throwers. There's not much I can teach this kid at this point. Like I have to start teaching him the stuff we're doing now.
Has he kept up with it?
Yes. He's very excited.
Awesome.
Well, I say he lives in Hot Springs. He doesn't necessarily have a home range, but I told him anytime he's in town, dude, you come up here and you practice, and I'll be here. Like, and if I'm not here, you message me and I'll come up here. He knows he can come up here whenever. So man, it was so awesome to see. But on that, we better start the podcast.
Oh, yeah. By the way, it's getting super dark. Let me plug in a light. You guys do whatever you gotta do.
You're good.
Did we not start?
No, we haven't hit him with what got Danger started, his throwing journey, none of that.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Shit.
Of course, I mean, Danger's told his story so much at this point, he can kind of fly through it, I feel like.
Oh, that helps. Yeah, that helps
Uh,
some. There we go.
but yeah, man, why don't you? I know you've done this probably at nauseum thousands of times at this point, but why don't you tell us what got you started in all this?
Ugh.
And hey, man, yeah, I knew that was coming. Hit us with the footnotes.
It's okay. Okay, so grew up in the 80s, was always fascinated with martial arts, ninjas, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joes, stuff like that, you know. I've always had like nunchucks and ninja stars my whole life. And it was
Oh shit, dude! Have you ever seen this guy use nunchucks? Axebender?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, I follow him too.
Fucking shit! I seen it in person.
yeah, I'm not bad. I need to brush up on it. There's a lot of things that I still haven't branched out on. I love nunchucks, dude. I love it, but just knife throwing is my main passion. Just like with swords, I love swords and I love cutting. It's just that it's something that you need to put a lot more time into. So the stuff that you see me do with my nunchucks, that's all muscle memory. I've been doing that stuff since I was a little kid. You
Dude, that's
know, it's
cool as
just
shit.
it's easy. There's a lot of things I want to learn because there's the internet is just there's these kids on there that just blow my mind. But anyway, so
Dude, nunchuck Tyler.
Quit interrupting our
yeah,
guest.
yeah, Nunchuck Tyler.
He's
He
pretty
kind of
cool.
blew me. Nunchuck Tyler, I saw him early, and we were supposed to do a live stream together, and he kind of blew me off. That bothered me
Oh,
a little bit, but that happens. So summer of 2008, I was working at a steel mill, and I got laid off, and I was getting mailbox money, aka unemployment, and I was staying with my sister, and I didn't have anything to do. So one day I stopped in at the local knife shop here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, called the Grindstone Cutlery, and in there perusing, you know, checking out all their knives and stuff, and they had one case that was full of just throwing knives. And I always wanted to get some. And then my sister was really into books, and we would stop by a bookstore, and I think I bought uh, The Practical Guide to Throwing by Harry McAvoy. I think it was written in the 70s. And then I also bought the book by Gil Hibben. I can't remember the name of that one. But anyway, so then I went back into the knife shop and I bought a set of knives. And then eventually, over a few weeks, I bought all of the throwing knives. And so from those books, I didn't have social media. I didn't even have a cell phone at the time. I kind of taught myself how to throw from those books and spent the summer throwing by myself. I only threw from the blade. I didn't know anything about no spin or half spin or any instinctive throwing. I threw from the blade only. The knives that I had at the time, handle throws weren't the best, and I just stuck with what I knew. And then fast forward, I started dating a chick, and we moved to Florida. Come on some bad times, so I had to pawn off all of my throwing knives. So from then up until uh, like late 2012 or early 2013, I started throwing knives again, and I had like one throwing knife or something, and I had a target up in my garage. An old friend from school came by and saw me throwing. He says, "Hey, do you remember JJ from school?" I'm like, "Yes, I do remember JJ." He says he throws knives, so I contacted JJ. He taught himself to throw from the Ralph Thorne combat knife throwing book, and he was a no spin guy. So we
yeah.
started throwing every week, and then a couple other people started coming over, and then we discovered we looked up knife throwing online, and we started seeing YouTube videos, and learning from that. And then we found out that there was competitions, and then we were like, "Oh yeah, dude," because we thought we were hot shit. We thought we were hot shit, and we didn't really know shit, but so we had a lot of fun doing that, and that's when we started the channel, Full Tang Clan. And in the beginning, I wanted it to be all of us. I was going to give everybody the password, and we can all use that as a community spot to post or whatever. So fast forward, everybody kind of went their own separate ways, whatever. And I kept throwing, and yeah, like I said, I found the online stuff, and I really wanted to go to Blanco in 2014. That would have been my first competition, and I man, I wanted to go so bad, but we were so poor then I could not afford to go. And then my first competition was Broken Feather. Actually, I went to Broken Feather first that year. I'm sorry. And that was my first tournament. And then I met Joe in the community, and just really fell in love with everything. And that's kind of why I started Dangerfest, because I had all these local throwers and I wanted them to experience what I had experienced at Joe's. So that's what started Dangerfest. We didn't even call it Dangerfest for the first 2 years, I don't think. We just had people come over and throw. And then it was one of my local friends that, since it was called Broken Feather Palooza, why not call it Dangerfest? And then that kind of stuck. And then year after year after year, it got bigger and better. And that's kind of the fast forward gist of my knife throwing career, I think.
Awesome.
If I remember
Perfect.
right.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry to hit you with that question. I know
It's okay,
I know you've
dude.
told the story so many times.
It's okay.
But there might be some people from my life or Mackenzie's life that don't know you,
Sure.
that kind of want to get an aspect of where you're coming from, why you're such a big part of the community, and that I know you've you've explained it and told it ad nauseum, man. So on that, Mackenzie, hit him with our second sponsor if you don't mind.
Second sponsor, Prince Steel Knives.
Hey, buddy, don't forget the code.
Oh, I love these things. This is the Prince Steel Stiletto right here. It's my favorite.
And this Spin Butcher.
Personal favorite 1/4 inch BT Dubs. Oh, the Pirate Bowie. That's sick too.
Yeah.
And just to get a reference of what the Pirate Bowie looks like when it comes in new, this is Cadence that he won for the Fast Draw competition.
Old Sweet Lou makes some pretty sweet knives. You can go check him out at princesteelknives.com.
Oh, Uncle Lou.
He makes the best knives, in my opinion.
And he's got some sick boxes. Check these boxes out, okay? And Mac, yes. I know Mac doesn't have one. If you can read the side, it says "Made with love for the axe bender." Okay. Aww. I've also got this one here that says
"Custom,
made for the axe bender." Mac, how many of those you got from Uncle Lou?
The boxes.
Yeah, no, the ones with your name on them, because he usually puts the people that he loves, he puts their names on the boxes.
He usually just he's like, here, take these and do awesome stuff. He didn't even give you the boxes.
Shit. On that note, guys, use our code, the Max Benders, to get 10% off. I'm gonna do that for Mackenzie because I know he'll forget, even though I reminded him 45 seconds ago.
Yeah, you're gonna cut me off 10 times.
Hey, buddy, you don't want to cut you off more. 10% off. Use the code MaxBenders.
Max Benders.
Yep. Max Benders. Mackenzie, hit him with your local sponsor.
Local sponsor, Fort Scott Munitions. You can go check out their Tumble Upon Impact ammunition at fortscottmunitions.com.
That's awesome, dude, that they're still helping you out. That's cool.
They're a great sponsor. They're so good to me.
Very awesome. Very awesome. On that, Danger, you kind of touched on Dangerfest already. How long you've been? Just tell us how long you've been doing it, and give us the dates on it this year.
This year will be our 12th annual, and it's always the third weekend in September. So this year it's September 18th to the 20th. It's at the #1 Stop Bait Shop in Pearson, Indiana. We will be putting up the event page hopefully next week. And every year we gather money, we pool money together in like a GoFundMe situation to help get someone that hasn't been there or someone less fortunate from another country usually. And this year I chose Simon from, I think he's from Trinidad or something like that. Please forgive me, dude. And then him, and then another dude, Gabriel Conca. He's under at Recycled Knives on Instagram. Yes, and he's in Brazil. And we're going to try to get both of them to come this year. And that stuff is not possible without the community. So and
definitely
every year,
let us help with that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm going to get that up soon and get everybody kind of introduced to them. And then, that's something that's kind of a tradition that we started years ago. And something that, I don't know, I just want to get more people involved. And, traveling to the United States is really difficult for a lot of people. And I'm just trying to expose as many people to knife throwing as possible, because that shit changed my life, man. And I don't know, it really, I don't know, that's a big part of it for me is
For sure.
I don't know. I got like a message the other night about, how just being kind to people, and you never know. You never know. Small gestures mean a lot to certain people. You never know what people are
Sure.
going through,
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
and yeah. So yeah, Dangerfest, it's turned into the largest knife throw in North America. It's the largest one that's ever been had, and it was never meant to be that way. It just kind of worked out that way. Um, and
I think there's a reason it worked out that way, man. And he's on this podcast with us right now.
well, I think my passion really shows, and yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just trying to pay it forward, and that's karma is real, and I think that's another reason why it's been so successful.
And that was the whole reason we wanted to start this. You always say you're trying to help grow the sport, and we're always thinking, man, what can we do to kind of help? Because all we do is post our videos and wonder why we're not getting enough attention.
No, that helps. That helps immensely.
Right. But at the end of the day, none of us get enough attention. We all deserve more attention. The whole sport as a whole deserves more attention. And we've always talked about starting a podcast. And then that thing with Brant just kind of kicked it off, man. And
that's
I was
awesome.
like, dude, this is what Danger's talking about. Helping grow the sport. We're finally making contributions that aren't just ourselves. They're actually helping the whole community. So that in itself lit a fire under our ass to get this started and get this going.
That's one reason why I started the whole Fast Draw Friday montage videos.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that it takes 4 hours out of your day to edit that together, and it still isn't really top notch. But
when it takes 4 or 5, that's because I'm waiting on you to get out of bed and send me a video. You slouch.
I know. I need to send you a few too, man. I know, but I just with my videos, man. It's hard for me to be like, okay, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do this day.
Right.
I get inspired when I come home and I open up the Throw Joe and I just think of something. And also I really enjoy being separate from the crowd. Trends are cool and everything, but I always like to be a little bit different.
Different stands out.
Yeah. It's just,
different gets attention.
And that's, I got to say the trick shots, it's a little oversaturated nowadays, but it is cool. But that's only because that's me, because I watch everything. You know what I mean? Like to the average person, they don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
But yeah, because trick shots are fun. Trick shots they're so satisfying and they're fun, and it's a great training tool, and I don't care what anybody says about that.
For sure.
Yeah.
So on that, there's kind of a debate going. The can pin thing. Everyone kind of considers it a trick shot. I myself, in my opinion, consider it an accuracy and timing training drill. Which is why I do it.
Isn't it both?
Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
What would your definition of a trick shot be?
So there's trick shots and there's trick throwing.
Mm-hmm.
The trick throw is just a weird way, the chicken wing behind the back, under the leg, laying down, hanging upside down. That's trick throwing to me.
With your feet.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
A trick shot. And you know where the word trick shot came from? You know where that originated from?
No.
It's from billiards. Trick shots, the original trick shots came on the pool table.
Right.
And I used to do trick shots back in the day. I was really into pool when I was a lot younger, and bought a VHS tape and would, that's another story. But so trick shot to me is something that is not easily repeatable. Something out of the norm that is not easily repeatable.
Okay, so, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. To a lot of people, hitting the bullseye repeatedly isn't easy.
Right.
Right. So in that aspect, with like just throwing it at the bullseye isn't a trick shot, right? Like
no.
Yeah.
Not to me. And I'm not knife throwing Jesus. I don't make up the rules. Everybody's gonna have their own different opinions on things. And and that's fine. Like at the end of the day, who really cares? As long as you're having fun or progressing or, doing whatever you want to do, that's all that really matters. Just like with the whole push and pull thing.
Yep.
I really don't care at all. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me in my head, but I understand where they're coming from I understand it, and that's all. That's ultimately that's what matters. Um, but but with terms and words do matter in the end. A kickflip is a kickflip, right? You
Yep.
wouldn't call it anything else, but there are certain tricks in skateboarding and BMX that have like nicknames, and usually whoever comes up or invents something, they get to choose what it is. And people call it catching cans. That really bothers me. I think it's pinning a can, but ultimately Jason Johnson called it the can trick. So
Yep.
ultimately it's called the can trick, and we all owe Jason a debt of gratitude for starting this movement. Um, um, so
Dude, I had an awesome
yeah.
conversation with him for like 3 hours last weekend, and I learned
Oh
so
yeah,
much about
dude. We used
blades.
to talk all the time. He's super knowledgeable. Super
Holy
knowledgeable.
shit, yes, dude. I
Yeah.
learned stuff that I didn't want to know about metallurgy.
Yeah, dude. He's a nerd about that. He's incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I miss having those conversations with Jason, but he's more pro knife maker now than he is pro knife thrower.
Right.
And,
Yes.
and he hasn't been to a tournament since 2019. Um, I miss you, buddy, but
Dude.
we're going to continue on,
Right.
whether you're here or not.
So to get us back on track a little bit, because I know Mackenzie, if we're out here too long, he'll get in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Hit us with, I don't want you to give us all your accolades, because again, Mackenzie doesn't have that kind of time. Give us your favorite accolades, your favorite awards that you've won, or favorite moments
Okay.
in your throwing. And
Yeah,
it
the
could be
stuff that stands
competition,
out to you
whatever.
the most.
Right.
Well, dude, shit. The win at Joe's last year. I had to throw off with Kev Fang again.
Dude, that guy's a machine. We've said it on the
Yeah.
podcast before. That guy's a machine. I saw him
Yeah.
at Dangerfest one year, and I was like, I didn't know we were bringing cyborgs.
Yeah.
I thought I was just playing people.
Yeah. I had to throw off with him at Dangerfest that
Yeah.
year too.
Yeah.
And just the fact that we had a throw off for first place, and Joe changed up the format and made us wear blindfolds and spun us around, which that was a complete shit show, dude. We didn't even hit the target. We didn't even hit the backboard. And then, Joe, thankfully, he says that you had to stand way back here outside of the what is it called? The perimeter for the range, and you had to throw whatever. So that allowed me to throw instinctively. And Kev tried doing it rotationally, and he almost got it. But underhand half spin is my jam. Yeah, dude, I still haven't posted that video, and I need to. But that was probably the most satisfying win that I've ever had. And the other one was actually at Joe's as well, and a throw off with Justin Cooper, Outlaw Cooper. And I'm not even sure if you guys have even met him or know of him, but that's too bad. But he's one of the best throwers in the world. He really is. And we had a throw off as well for first place, and I just edged him out just by a little bit, and that one was really awesome. But the other one to me was 2016. I won the world championship for fast draw at the world championships in Austin, Texas, and I really worked for that one. They had single elimination in 2014, and I got knocked out by Paul Macarone, and Paul and I have been head to head at every competition we've ever gone to. But Paul ended up winning that year, so it was single elimination, and he went on to win. So that's not really that big of a deal to me, and I just really wanted that. I really wanted that fast draw one, and I
Dude,
got it.
on that note, like I just got goosebumps hearing that because
Yeah,
in the same year, last year, I beat Paul Macarone. I'm sorry, Paul. I hate
he's
saying who I
good,
beat
dude. He's
unless it's a
good.
He's
champion.
fast.
I beat Paul Macaroon at Game of Thrones, and then obviously we had our thing at Dangerfest.
Yep.
And I mean, you were tired. You've been working all day, man. I just been kind of sitting there, obviously throwing and
And
doing fast
bullshitting.
draw and stuff.
Not
But man,
helping me.
to beat you, I wasn't worried about you. I was worried about this. To beat Paul and you in the same year, and now it just hit me that happened. That blows my mind. That's insane. Mac, have you ever done that?
What's that? You son of a bitch.
So You beat me in 5-meter, right?
Yes.
Dude, I was really disappointed that I didn't do very well. I don't think I won one match in 5-meter. And usually that's my jam, dude. As a matter of fact, we did 5-meter fast draw several years ago, and I won both times. But the competition wasn't there. No one had practiced. No one had gotten to that level yet, and I felt bad, so I took it away.
Yeah.
But now the level is just gotten there, dude, every year. So I'm not backing off no more, dude. You guys got to come get some.
Yeah, dude, the other night when Miss Amy was on, and she was like, and who won that? And I was like, I mean, I did. I'm not saying I'm faster than Danger. And she was like, good, because he's right here. I was like, oh God, I just woke up the beast. Oh no.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I don't know. I was kind of nursing a hangover from the night before, and I just kind of, that was Amy's time to shine, on her own podcast, so I didn't really want to butt in. But
yeah, and dude, as soon as she said that, I was like, man, I just woke up the beast. It's like when I was rolling jiu-jitsu, and I randomly tapped my instructor just out of luck the first time, and I was so happy. And then I saw the look in his eyes. I was like, oh, dude, he's about to twist me into a fucking pretzel. Yeah, dude, and I didn't even try after that. I was like,
and hey, Mac, dude, how awesome is it that fast draw is going to be at the World Championship?
You heard that for sure?
Yes, dude, it was in the thing. Yes,
it's on the post.
Oh, okay.
It's on the post.
Yes, it's there. It was written. It was in print. Okay. Yes.
Well, I seen that they were going to have us practicing for stuff, but I didn't know that it was going to for sure be there or not, because
I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have to go back and read, but I'm pretty
sure. It is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. I read it.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
You're right. Mac just never fucking pays attention. That coupled with the fact that he can't read, but it's going to be there.
But
I'm faster than you, bud.
I'm super excited about the World Championship, and I chose you for 2 reasons. 1, you deserve it because you're an excellent thrower, and 2, I just wanted you there to fucking pal around with.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tell him the third reason that I was busy. He originally called me, but I was busy that weekend, so then he went to you. But we don't have to tell him that.
Dude, it's going to be awesome. I'm friggin' excited about it.
I'm very excited. Little nervous about the contract we have to sign.
Same.
I just don't know what's in it. That's the only reason I'm nervous. I just don't know.
Yeah.
And neither will Mackenzie. He'll have to get somebody to read that thing for him.
I can read it to you over the phone.
You're such a good dude.
I'll have to contact my English representative, Axbender.
Yeah.
On that, guys, I'm going to get to our last sponsor, and then I've got a story from the very first time that all 3 of us got to hang out together.
Cool.
I think we're all going to really enjoy. Guys, Nobody Knife Works, another one of our knife sponsors. Very cost efficient. Cost efficient. This is his his stiletto here. Very fantastic. This is his no-spin iron again, if you're looking to get into the competition side of it, it's very cost efficient. He's
highly
the most
recommend.
Cost efficient one to get into it on this side of to get into the beginner level of it for sure. We love 100%. Nobody, and even if you keep going in and get into the intermediate and the advanced, those are still good.
Yeah. Even pros.
Fantastic throwers, man. Yeah. Fantastic. And you can use our code MaxBenders for 10% off over there on his Etsy page as well. My local sponsor, Little Italy. Little Italy's a fantastic restaurant here in Mina. If you guys are coming to Mina, whether the Clinton sent you or you're just here for vacation, if you're coming to Mina, go to Little Italy. They have fantastic Italian food. Large 2-topping pizza, $10.95. Ribeye special, I believe, is $21.95. You get a ribeye. There's side spaghetti, mixed veggies, all that good stuff. You get a salad. Fantastic deal. Tom's a good dude.
Super good dude.
Such a good dude, man. And I brought Mackenzie up there. He had to kick Mackenzie out because the guy couldn't watch his mouth. But Tom's a good guy.
And then after you get done eating pizza, you need to go down to Owacha throw some axes, dude.
Absolutely. So that was our last sponsor. On that, I will get to this story
I have
I
a
was
quick
talking about.
suggestion, please.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Quick suggestion, and this
Absolutely.
is just from online stuff. I would suggest making the discount code small.
Shorter.
Yeah. Much shorter, easier. Max Bender. I mean, I had problems finding it on Spotify.
What do you mean?
Just typing, or sorry, it was YouTube. Just finding it. You got to, because on YouTube, it's not. You have to spell it exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, especially for the discount or something, you may want to make it a smaller word or something. It's just a suggestion. You don't have to do that.
I mean, dude, you've been doing this longer than we have. I'll see what I can do.
That
But
shouldn't
God,
be
I
that
like
big
it
of a
when
deal
things
to
are
do.
different in my way. But yeah, and even when I talked to nobody, he was like, "What do you want it to be? You got 10 letters to work with." And I said, "How about Max Benders?" He was like, "That's
Okay.
9 letters." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
Well.
But again, if people don't want to type all that out, a lot of people are lazy. They don't want to type all that out. I get it.
Well, if you get one character wrong, it may not work.
Right.
That's
Well, I usually post it, and I know Matt doesn't because he forgets. Like today, he posted his little video, and I was like, "Cool video, buddy. I like the way you added our new discount code that we just announced."
I saw
and he
that.
didn't. But hey, that's what I signed up for. That's what I'm working with. But on that, I want to talk about this story. The first time we hung out,
Yeah.
we were all at Kansas at that cannabis fest there, Kansas City.
That was a wild time.
That was a wild
yeah.
time. And we were looking for something to do because the rest of the festival kind of got rained out. And we were like, what are we going to do? We decided to go to an axe throwing venue. Me and Mackenzie have worked in them. We've owned them at this point. Danger swears against them. So you could tell just on the look in his face, he was like, I know I'm not going to like it.
We got to do something.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I know a girl that works at one here in Kansas City. I'll message her, see what's up. I messaged her. She says, yeah, you guys come down. It's like, you guys are absolutely welcome here. And like, we'll take care of you and everything. And it was Annalise. Annalise is very sweet. Still one of my very good friends. Annalise wasn't the problem that we're going to get to here. We went to Bury the Hatchet there in Kansas City. Okay. And the guy that managed the place, as soon as we walked in, was just the biggest chode.
Yeah. He didn't. He wasn't cool
immediately.
Yeah, he was not cool.
And I know exactly what it is. When you go in those places, usually the manager or whoever is in charge is the most tenured thrower in there. So when someone that like us walks into those places and we're like, hey, dude, can we do this? They don't want us to do that in there because then they're going to be like, well, now this is the best fucking guy in here. We couldn't do a can pin in there because he didn't want aluminum shavings on the ground. Dude, we couldn't do any. We couldn't throw our own knives.
All kinds
Not only
of excuses.
the guy didn't know what he was doing. There were pine boards for the targets.
Yeah.
Pine planks. Like, dude, poplar, cottonwood, everybody knows. Pine planks in an emergency. Right? But it wasn't an emergency. That was the regular thing that they did. If he was worried about aluminum shavings, hey, what about all the giant pine swords in the floor? What about those? Because I've seen those go through people's flip-flop.
Right.
That's why I sweep my floor every night. I've seen those go through people's flip-flop. Why aren't you worried about that, buddy? It's because 3 better-looking, better throwers walked in the door, and that's okay. Hey, buddy, hopefully you hear this. Self-awareness is key. But at the end of it, we walk up to the counter and we're like, all right, what are we going to, like, we are completely ready to pay, or at least I am, completely ready to pay full price. But thinking, I know a lady, I've got a connection, maybe we're going to get a little discount. The guy gives us the price and it's a full price. And I was like, whatever, I'm just going to pay it. And I hear, are you fucking serious? And I look over and Mac is the angriest I've ever seen him. Like, steam coming out of his little ears and flowing up. He's looking over the counter at this dude like this, because he can barely see over it. Just mad as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Mad as hell. And I was like, I got it. It's cool. I got it. And we get it all paid and we walk out. We get in the truck and Danger goes, that was fucking bullshit. We should make a video right now. And I was like, no, dude, I don't want to get Annalise in trouble.
Well, that was the only reason I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Any other reason I would have been like, absolutely. That's why we're here now, because she doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, she was super cool.
She was very cool.
Yeah.
You remember the friggin' cop that was trying to give us a ticket for trying to load
I was
everything
going
up
to
in the
say,
rain?
that's the maddest I've ever seen you, Mac. Holy shit, dude. I thought you were going to beat that cop's ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. And to make matters
Man,
worse, to make
I was
matters
fired
worse,
up.
we had a truck full of stuff that's probably illegal in this state. We don't know. Oof, oof. Yeah,
yeah.
there were a whole lot of fun stories, but that's my favorite one, man. Just as soon as the doors shut.
I'm glad you brought that up because I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah,
Actually, did they
yeah.
even did they even allow us to throw our own shit?
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
also it's like, dude, that's the biggest crock of shit. And there was nobody else in there until later. It was just
Yeah.
us. And that
Yeah.
was actually a really nice facility, by the way. It was
Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah.
it was a great facility, other than the pine boards, and that's just me
Yep.
being like, hey, you're
What was
doing
the
this
name of
wrong.
that place again? Let's shit on them.
Bury the
Bury the
hatchet.
hatchet.
Bury the hatchet.
Boo! No, it was just that guy. It was just that
It
guy.
was just
Yeah.
that guy. And
Yeah.
again, it's when you walk into these places, that guy's used to being the guy in there with the
King
most knowledge.
Dingaling. Yeah.
Anytime I've worked in these places, I go in there thinking there will be someone there that knows more than I do, and I walk in there and I have the most knowledge, and I get the job because I have the most knowledge on this, and usually have to retrain everyone there. I've had to do that at all three of the places that I worked at before I owned this place. All
Really?
three of them.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm not just saying that, dude. The first time I could actually get somewhere to actually learn from someone else was Ohio when I went to my first competition. That's the first time. Other than that, I have been the person with the most knowledge when I go into these places.
Yeah.
And that's why I pride myself. That's why I have so much pride in my place. Is I don't do it like everyone else. A lot of places have some kid that's in college. They just want a fun job while they're going through college.
They
Set
don't
a
care.
bucket of axes down and walk away. You might see them one or two times after that. Other than that, you don't see them. And
Sure.
that's not their fault. They just don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
I overteach. I'm a helicopter parent. Like, especially kids. I will overteach, and I'm seeing in this kid's face, they're like, dude, shut the fuck up so I can throw this thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Shut up, old man.
Yeah, exactly. And at that point, I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'll walk away. I'll leave you alone. But yeah, dude, it's night and day. The throws that you go to and the venues you go into, most of them, and there's some very good venues, a lot of knowledgeable people. Got Wood in Tulsa had a lot of knowledgeable people, but I didn't go in and Got Wood until I had already been to competitions that we do. So when I say that I had to go to the Throw Ohio, I could have gone to Got Wood and probably got some knowledge from there. But I went to the other three, worked in the other three places first, and was like, I guess this isn't where I get the knowledge that I'm wanting. I'm going to have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I did.
How is your venue? How's your business doing, dude?
It's good. It's good.
Good.
I mean, it's steady. Like I said, we've got the new bike trails coming in. It's about to blow up. Apparently, that's what I've been hearing that for years about Mina. But apparently, if it's going to blow up, this is the time that it's going to happen because of the bike trails. The
Hell
Waltons have put so much money into it. I mean, there's going to be a lift and everything. It's going to be a big thing.
Sick.
They're thinking the first year when they open the first trail, and that's not even all they're going to build. We're going to get like 600 people in town a day. It's a town of 5,000
this year.
Well, next year. Sorry, next year, 2027. I'm sorry. We're going to get a lot of people. So it's steady. It's good right now. It's only going to get better.
There's a lot of
most
people
important
moving out of
thing
the big
is
cities.
Do what?
There's a lot of people moving out of the big cities, spreading out.
A lot of people moving out of everybody wants to vacation in the smaller places where there's not too many people. And Mina is that. But it's good as long as I keep up with it and I stay on top of the doing events, the Valentine's Day stuff. I'm giving people a reason to come in and compete and try and win prizes and stuff. As long as I'm staying consistent with that, I'm staying steady.
Good, man. Keep it up.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you.
I appreciate it, man. It's mind blowing, and it's great to have climate control. I don't have to throw in the fucking 110 degree Arkansas heat.
I just hope you don't get burnt out.
I don't think I will, man. I think I would have already been burnt out by now.
How long has it been open now?
Year and 2 months.
Oh, good. Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
But I mean, dude, I'm in here for 8 hours a day. I was throwing for 8 to 12 hours a day. When they were doing that can pin competition on Facebook, I was out there for 12 hours a day trying to pin 110 cans. That's the reason I know the symptoms of a heat stroke, because all of a sudden, I was like, dude, why am I like shivering? So I went inside,
Yeah.
and I'm like looking it up. That's one of the first signs of a heat stroke is you start getting the chills.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I got to chill. So I chilled, I calmed down, got better, and went back out there, which is probably dumb. But I mean, it was to the point where I had put lights on my outdoor target so I could throw outside.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
in the dark. So
I know how it
dude,
is.
if I was gonna get burnt out on this, I would already be burnt out on it.
Good.
I
I'm
feel
glad.
like, yeah. And before we hit our socials and sign offs, Danger, one more time. If you want to be a new podcast host, get Mac out of here. We can be the Danger Benders.
Yo, well, I mean, I love doing this. I love this shit. I would rather just do this than
Dude.
my own podcast. I mean, I'm still going to do interviews and whatnot, but I wouldn't mind doing this once a week with you guys. I'm serious.
Heck
Dude,
yeah.
I was gonna say you don't
can
even have to come
definitely
on every
on and
single.
do this with us, dude.
Dude, you don't have to do it every single time. If you don't have time every single week, and you just do it once or twice a month with us, because we're gonna start recording on Mondays once we get a regular schedule.
Yep.
We're gonna start recording on Monday nights. If you can't do every Monday night, just whatever works for you.
Okay.
We'll be here on those Monday nights. If you can make it, come in, dude.
Oh, dude, that'd be great, man. I just love. This is all I do, man. This is this is it. This is all I got. You know, this is knife throwing is my life. So I'm happy to be here.
We would be honored to have
100%.
Hell yeah.
I mean, between the two of us, there's only one entertaining, smart person on here. We would be honored to.
Well, there's one of you that talks the most, for sure.
Yeah, that ain't no shit.
You gotta let Mac talk sometimes, dude.
Hey, buddy, the guy's got to talk first of all. The guy's
get a word in edgewise with this
he's
fucker.
hitting the glaucoma medication. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll be the one talking here. All right.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. I'm all about it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll still never forget the first time I ever got into this whole fucking knife throwing shit. It was your trick shot that popped up on my TikTok just immediately.
Which one was it?
It was the one where you were in your shed and had the skateboard.
Oh yeah.
And you had this ring in your hand. You turned around, you looked at the camera, and you were just like, flipped your knife real quick, and then set the ring down on the skateboard, stomped that bitch, and then no spin stuck it into the target. And I was like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of that video, and I love Marcus Bahart. He's one of my best friends, but that motherfucker has been getting millions and millions of views using my trick shots.
Right?
We got son of a bitch,
buddy. We're recording with him tomorrow.
Good, dude. I love him, man, and I'm super excited to have him come to the World Championship. It's gonna be amazing, dude. Most of us are friends,
dude. Yeah, Marcus is so much fun to hang out with.
Yo, it's gonna be amazing, and there's only two people that I legitimately do not know, and it's the two guys from Indonesia. And I don't know Derek that well, but I know of him. I know Alan K. Parrish since I started throwing. I know Werner Langmuller. I've thrown with him at the World Championship.
Dude, I'm excited to meet that guy.
Dude, Werner, we got to beat Werner. We got to beat, he's that good, dude. He's probably the winningest knife thrower of all time. His trophy room is insane. He's a very, very good thrower, and he throws hard. I love it, dude. He throws hard. He ain't no bitch. He ain't fucking.
Dude, he's a surgeon.
Where'd you get that from? Real original.
All right.
It's like I'm playing cards with my brother's kids.
Which character said it? Which character said that in the movie? Billy Bob Thornton. Good answer. Last podcast. That's my line, Danger. Last podcast, he said it, and I was like, which character said it in the movie Tombstone? Sam Elliott? No. What's the other one? Wyatt Earp? And I was like, not even the most popular character from the movie. Oh, Doc Holliday. Most popular character, not the one that said it.
Okay.
So when you hear me use that line, you pull that from me too. On that, guys, I know Mac's going to get in trouble for staying too long. So, Danger, hit us with your socials, man.
Socials, TikTok, I don't care about. YouTube, Full Tang Clan, FULLTANGCLAN. That's my biggest one. We just reached 170,000 subscribers. Thank all of you so much, man. Yeah. It's just been a huge.
Congratulations, dude.
I love YouTube. I love live streaming. That's where I shine. And I'm looking forward to doing more of those. We got underscore Full Tang Clan on Instagram, underscore Full Tang Clan on Instagram, and then Brandon Danger Dillion on Facebook. So
Awesome.
message me. I do my best to answer all comments and all messages. It may take me a little while, but I pride myself on answering everything, specifically when it comes to knife throwing questions. So follow me.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And also, our throwers of the month, again, it's a pin post on our Instagram, the Max Benders Throwcast on our Instagram. We don't have a throw of the week this week because we talked about it in the last couple podcasts.
I heard
We're
that.
Gonna let we don't have a strict shot of the week. We're going to let everybody kind of get some out before we do our next one. But our thrower of the month, you can still go vote on that all the way until the end of February, guys. Travis Deshawn is Mac's second choice. My first choice was Amis. So you guys go and vote on that page, man. It's
Amis is on fire.
Amis is on fire. That was my choice.
Are they still tied up right now?
One is ahead of the other. I don't want to give it away, but it's very close. It's like 1 or 2 votes is going to change.
I'm going to make a post and try to boost this as well. Try to get more people involved.
Awesome. That would be awesome, man.
Yeah,
we would appreciate the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Now, Mackenzie, hit them with your socials.
Max Stoughton on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the whole thing.
So entertaining. For me, Facebook, it's Washita Axe Nail House. My business page, Instagram at the Axe Bender, TikTok at the Axe Bender, and make sure you're following the podcast socials on Facebook at the Max Benders Throwcast, Instagram at the Max Benders Throwcast, and we have a TikTok, and we're back in it. So,
yeah, he finally got logged into it
as well. Do
Hell
what?
Yeah.
Do what, Mac?
What's that?
What's that?
I couldn't hear you.
This is why you're not in charge of the podcast, Mackenzie. On that, guys, we will see you on the next one, guys.
Hey, guys, it's been an honor. Thanks a lot, man. I love you guys. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. We love you, and we will see you guys on the next one.